On the center
Yes,
of the
I'm
world
starting.
to the ends of the earth, two Indian women unite across continents. Welcome to Global Voices, a fresh, bold space where abundance meets purpose, where family and legacy fuel our vision, and where online business becomes the bridge to freedom. Together, we celebrate culture, empower communities, and spark transformation from the Americas to the Kiwis. This is more than a show, it's a movement. This is Global Voices.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Tonight for Farah, good morning for me. Tonight on Global Voices, we are honored to feature an inspiring woman who is making an impact not only in her community, but internationally through leadership, empowerment, and authentic conversations. Joining us all the way from the beautiful New Zealand is a wonderful woman who believes in growth, courage, and development, digital entrepreneurship, and creating meaningful connections with people around the world. I'm telling you, she's very friendly. Her calm strength, wisdom, and heart for helping others have made her a respected voice in the digital space. Through her journey, she continues to encourage people to push past fear, embrace change, and step boldly into new opportunities. She represents resilience, grace, and global leadership. And tonight, she brings her voice, her experience, and her inspiration to the Global Voices platform. Please help me welcome the amazing Farah Nisha. Farah Nisha, welcome.
Hi, thank you. Good morning, good evening. And as always, we've started so early that my technology was not able to keep up. So my side of the world has missed out on my introduction, but that's okay.
Again, we missed out on your introduction.
Yeah. You're too fast for the technology from my side.
All right. Farah, you want me? I'll go it over again. I can go through your introduction again. I don't want you to miss that out. That is a beautiful introduction. All right, guys, because Farah, she's living in the ends of the world, right? So her technology, her Wi-Fi always lagging, as the Kiwi says, right? So tonight on Global Voices, we're honored to feature an inspiring woman who is making an impact not only in her community, but internationally through leadership, empowerment, and authentic conversations. Joining us all the way from beautiful New Zealand is a woman who believes in growth, courage, and helping others see bigger possibilities for their lives. She's passionate about personal development, digital entrepreneurship, and creating meaningful connections with people around the world. I can tell you, she created a connection with me. We only met one time. Her calm strength, wisdom, and heart for helping others have made her a respected voice in the digital space. Through her journey, she continues to encourage people to push past fear, embrace change, and step boldly into new possibilities and opportunities. She represents resilience, grace, and global leadership. And tonight, she brings her voice, her experience, and her inspiration to the Global Voices platform. Please help me welcoming the amazing Farah Nisha Silva. Drum roll. All right.
Good morning and good evening.
All right, good. Guys, so tonight we have a hot topic, or this morning in New York, we have a hot topic. We've been always encouraging you guys, motivating you guys, and babysitting you, so to speak. Tonight or this morning, we are going to tell you or answer 20 tough questions about starting an online business, because all of you out there have questions, right? Because when people come to me, they will ask me, I have a woman ask me questions for 3 weeks, and then she finally become my business partner. So questions, questions, and more questions. And trust me, we have the answers. So my first question today, this is how we're going to do it. I'm going to question my partner, Farah. She's going to answer 10 questions for me, and then she's going to ask me 10 questions, and I'll answer for her. So my first question for you this morning, Farah, or tonight in New Zealand, the first question for Farah, is this one of those scams people keep warning us about?
Well, that's quite a interesting and very, very good question today. Now, before I do begin, if my technology is very lacking today, I'm having issues with Wi-Fi. But if I do freeze, I apologize. However, my question today about scam is, fairly simple, and I absolutely understand why people
Your
are upset,
answer, your
because
answer
they're
is
so. Yeah, so my answer is that I totally, totally understand that. I've been one of those people on the other side that's been scammed. And let's face it, there are so many bad opportunities online today. Actually, it's been out there for the last couple of years because I was scammed 2 years ago as well. So the difference is that legitimate businesses provide real products, real education, and real mentorships, and real systems, and real people like us showing up here today. People should always do their research, ask as many questions as you can, and make informed decisions. A real business is transparent, just like us right here today, ethical, and it's focused on helping people grow, especially and personally and financially.
beautiful, beautiful. Guys, the first question I asked Farah was, is this one of the scams people keep warning us about? Talking about this business. And for those who are on TikTok, it is not a scam, guys. She told us it is not a scam. I've been scammed. That is why my whole Facebook and Instagram has been locked down. Facebook is securing my stuff because people are hacking into business owners' system, right? And it is happening. There are bad people all over the world, and things are happening. Just like how you go honestly to work, they go honestly to scam people, and that's how the world runs, right? But this business that we are doing is not a scam. Your next question, Farah: do I need experience to start an online business today? For people who are watching us tonight in New Zealand and this morning in New York, do we have to have experience to start this business?
Absolutely not. And I cannot stress enough about when we talk about experience. We do not need any experience. Both Patricia and I had no business experience. Believe it or not, we have no business experience. Most people who start online businesses are beginners, just like the two of us. Nobody is born knowing marketing, branding, or technology. I mean, yes, you can learn is your work, your schooling, your university side of things. But what we do in our business is very, very different. Everything is learned step by step. And the key is being coachable, willing to learn, even when things are uncomfortable at first. Or even like when you have technology issues like I am having today.
That's right. That's right. So, guys, Farah is telling us the answer for that question. Absolutely not. People, most people who start an online business are beginners, like me, like her. Nobody is born knowing marketing, branding, or technology, right? Everything is learned step by step. The key is being, as long as you are coachable, willing to learn, and staying consistent, that's the key to this business. All right? Farah, if you can hear me, your next question is, what if I am not good with technology? That's a big one.
That is a big one, actually. That's one of the biggest fear that a lot of people have, and I had one of those fears as well. But today, many systems are beginner friendly, and they are, tutorials, mentors, Zoom trainings, in communities that help you learn and help people learn. You do not need to be a computer genius to succeed online. Believe me, you don't need to be.
Absolutely not. Because when I started this business, I have no clue what to do. But you live and you learn. And if you want to earn, you learn how to earn, right? Like any other job you go to.
That's right.
You have to be trained, you have to do a test, you spend some, like in the banking world. They train you for 3 weeks. When I started working in the bank, I was new to this country. I didn't know what is a dime, what's a nickel, what's a quarter. I didn't know that. I know 25 cents, 10 cents, 5 cents in Guyana. I had to learn the coins in order to do the banking, right? And then I become a pro. I close my eyes and I could type in the people's account number. I even know their number by my head. So you live and you learn. And that's the cycle of life, right? Your
Right.
next question, Farah. Can older people, I'm so embarrassed, still succeed online?
Um, Absolutely. And I do, I was going to make a statement, but I won't. I think I'll keep that statement for us offline.
Uh-huh.
Absolutely. Some of the most very, very successful people we have in our online business or online that started in their lives
Mm-hmm.
are older people. Older, individuals often have stronger communication skills, life experiences, discipline, and wisdom. And for me, I think discipline is a very, very important and strong thing to have in our online business. So the older
Mm-hmm.
you are, I'd say you have the advantage. Online business is also about, not the age, not the skin color or who you are, where you come from. It's purely about mindset and consistency.
Absolutely. And what I realized, Farah, adding to that answer, we have so many older people in this business because people have worked all their lives and they haven't saved anything for their golden years. So they're trying to play catch up like me. I'm trying to play catch up in this business because 26 years didn't secure anything that cannot leave a legacy for my family. So that is why I'm doing this business, right? And I find that a lot of people 50 and over are doing this business. Don't you think so?
Yeah,
Good.
absolutely.
So if you're out there and you think you're old, you're not old. I'm
Mm.
55 and I'm doing this business.
But
All
hey,
right.
some people think that they're 50 when they're in their 30s, so the, the
Age is
word
just a
older
number.
people, yes, that's right. So it doesn't matter how old you are. And like we said, we've got older people doing very, very good in our business. They're
I
not worried
know.
about, age or anything. So yeah,
Yeah, the older
yeah,
ladies
age
in
is
this
just a
business,
number.
they're awesome.
Yeah.
Do I have to sell to my family and friends? Do I have to sell anything to my friends and family in this business?
Oh, gosh, no, I love this question. I absolutely love this question because this is something I absolutely hate doing. And I would
Mm-hmm.
have never done it if I had to in this business. So, no, um, with modern online business, it's very different from the old traditional methods where people, and I remember that when for marketing, you go knock on people's doors. We don't do that anymore. Today, many people use attraction marketing, which is what we do,
Mm-hmm.
content creation, which is also what we do, education and social media, which is also what we really, really use in our business, and
Mm-hmm.
relationship building instead of chasing family and friends. And when I say relationship building, Patricia and I, we're from two different parts of the world and we
Yeah.
met in Chula Vista last year. So it's all about building that relationship. And I've got some other business partners who are different parts of the world that I hold dearly, close to my heart, not just as business partners, but we've become sisters just like me and Patricia. And age does not matter, even though, there's age gap between us too.
Oh my gosh,
But
she's
yeah.
selling me out big time. Uh, yeah, so Farah and I are business partners. But when we reach up in California last June, she was more friends with my daughter than me.
Well, we are I got along with both of you. Your daughter was younger and you're older. I was in the middle, the middle
Yeah,
child.
yeah. Yeah, we sandwich her. Yeah. So Farah just answered the question. The question, guys, for those who are watching on TikTok, the question was, do I have to sell to family and friends in this business? And her answer was no, you don't have to sell it. We don't do any selling of anything in this business. If you notice, have I ever shown a product to you? I don't have products to sell, right? But the next question is, what if I fail? That's the question people are scared. They ask all the time. And they're asking, what if I start and I fail? I know the answer to this. But Farah, I want you to answer this question.
Well, in my personal opinion, in my strong beliefs, it's great if you fail. That's the only way you learn. So failure is part of learning anything new. Every successful entrepreneur out there has failed at something before they succeeded. I know some people that have failed 10 times, 20 times, and even more. The real failure is never trying and spending years wondering the what ifs. These are the people that sit there and they spend 5 years, 10 years, and they keep repeating the same things around the struggles, why things is not
Mhm.
happening. But what they don't realize is nothing's going to happen if you don't do anything about it. So failure is great. Failure means that you're growing, you're learning, and you will
Mhm.
keep moving, you'll keep trying new things. So yeah, it's a big part of
Beautiful,
your
beautiful.
life.
How many times have you cooked a dinner or a dish and you messed it up, right? Life is made up
Yeah.
of all kinds of things happening to us. Not everything is going to be perfect all the time. Sometimes in life you fail, and every failure is a setback for a setup in life, right? We learn from our mistakes. We
Mhm.
have business partners in here. They before they came to this business, they tried how many? 28 businesses,
Mhm.
and they failed at 28 businesses. And this one here, they're 7 years in this business. They're traveling the world. They're retired in this business. They're loving the life. They
Yeah.
have they built a legacy for their child, and they're enjoying income coming in every month from all directions. Multiple. They're coaching people. They're mentoring. They have done people under them by the hundreds, thousands. So yes, in this business, anything you do in life, as she answered, what if I fail? Ask this positive question. What if I don't fail?
Mm.
Start with a positive mindset, right?
Yeah.
Because everybody who I've seen in this business has progressed. Don't you think so far?
Absolutely. And I just want to say, I absolutely love your example about cooking,
Hmm.
because how many times we've cooked the same dish and
Yeah.
it's come out different every single time in our business, and life is pretty much the same. Like even when my husband tries to cook something that I've cooked, he'll
Hmm.
use the same ingredients, same
Yes.
steps, everything, and it tastes different. So business is pretty much the same. You try things and it might work today, but
Yeah.
next month the same strategy is not going to work. Does not mean you fail, or does not mean you give up because it didn't work. I mean,
Yeah.
if you love eating something, you're not going to stop eating just because you bought it from somewhere and it didn't taste nice. So you
Right.
go try new places, just like that. You go try new ways, new
Hmm.
strategies. You keep coming back. So I absolutely love your cooking example. I'll use it again.
Like my kids ask me that question, Mom, how I know you're an authentic cook carrying these dishes, but how come your food tastes different every time?
Yeah.
Because us Caribbean or Indian women or Caribbean people, we don't use a recipe. We don't measure our stuff. So every time our food tastes different, but
Yeah.
good, right?
Mhm.
So we
Yeah.
always average. We
Mhm.
average a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and we don't
Yeah.
use measurements. So we cook
That's right.
by guess.
That's right.
Your next question is, how much time does someone need daily to do this business? Because when I started this business, I was working full time. So let me hear your take on that.
Well, it absolutely depends on people. people's life circumstances, people's goals, people's dreams. I still work full time. And in my work, I do a lot of after hours duty, which is part of my contract for
Mm-hmm.
government organization. So
Yeah.
it fairly depends for everyone. You know, some people start part time, and then with the part time, you might start 1 hour here, 1 hour there, or 2, 3 hours daily or every day, or you might have a bulk of 8 hours in a day and you might do it every third day. But consistency does matter more than you working non-stop. So if you think you will allocate, let's say, 2 days in a week, just focus on the business, that's consistency. But
Love it.
sometimes things have to change as long as you don't just stop it. Like I work my hours off, after hours work does change, but it doesn't
Mhm.
mean that I stop. I will come in even if I mean if it means that I give 30 minutes only, I still
Mhm.
give that time. So it really depends on everyone's life circumstances, family, work situation, and health, whatever. But yeah, it's very different for different people.
Beautiful, beautiful. Guys, when I started this business, I was working full time. So I'll come in after work, I finish cooking, doing my house, my chores, and I'll come in here and spend an hour, max, maybe an hour and a half, sometimes 30 minutes. And I feel satisfied because I did what I needed to do.
Mm.
And as far as consistency is the key, I tell people consistency is the key to success. Because anything you do in life, and if you're not consistent, then it's a waste of time. You can't do stuff for a week and then you have a lagging period. You skylar, you start binge watching Netflix, and you have a business online. No, if you want to be successful, you have to be consistent. So for that question, how many hours you want to spend? Consistency is the key to success. Your next question, Farah, is why are so many people suddenly looking for extra income online? Before you answer this question, I was looking at the news on YouTube yesterday, and every YouTuber, every influencer, every person that came on that stuff, every scroll that I make, everyone is talking about how everyone is joining our business, specifically our company. So I was like, damn, everybody knows about our business already? So yes, why are so many people suddenly looking for extra income online?
Look, from my experience, there would be economic change, job losses, which is why I came into this business when my husband lost his job.
Mm-hmm.
Cost of living, obviously, for us when we went down to two income, that really affect us because my son was only 2 at that time, and we've got a mortgage. And even if you have two great income and you go down to one, that one will not provide you the life that you had been living or you want to live. So cost of living is a big thing. It keeps rising, even like right now all around the world. The whole petrol thing is a such a major thing right now. So yeah, cost of living keeps rising while people, continue to feel financially stressed. And what's bizarre is all these things go up, but your pay does not
Paycheck.
go up. And let's not even get me started on that. That's a topic for another day.
I
But
share, I create videos of that topic. Everything raises, everything
yes,
rises, but our paycheck stands still. Your paycheck
that's right.
stands still. You have to wait a whole year for a
Yeah,
3%,
that's
4%
right.
increase. Sometimes if you behave bad at work, you get 2% or you get less. Depends on how
But
much
see,
how
it's
many
it's
write-ups you
different.
have,
It's
right?
it's different for New Zealand. I've not had an increase for 5 years in the organization I'll work in, from the organization, unless and until there's like pay equity from our union. But like I said, that's like another big major topic for another day. But that is one of the biggest reasons why people come on here. More people are looking for flexibility. Again, that's one of my biggest thing why I wanted to stay even after I started getting financial gains.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Additional income streams, and just ways to create more control over their future. And like I
Mm,
mentioned, when I started, my son was about 2.5. And
right.
any parent, especially for ethnic family, when you go overseas, we all know you don't have family, you don't have a community to raise your kids. So your network system is very small. It just relies on the husband and wife and the child.
Right.
And I
Right.
hate sending my son to daycare. Just like today, my son stayed home because he's sick, and I stayed home with him. So their
Oh,
flexibility is what, I think for me, it's way more important, and it's way up there than the financial gains. I think for me, financial gain is like one of the biggest bonuses you can get, but it's all about flexibility and freedom for me. Yeah.
oh yes. You see, I'm a prime example of why people are looking for online business, right? Because nothing is guaranteed in life. Even your jobs are not guaranteed. I thought at the last job I was working at, I was a lead trainer. I was the very first trainer for that company, as a matter of fact. And I was there for 4 years, and I thought my life was all set. My bread was well buttered. But lo and behold, when crisis comes to a company, and they're having setbacks, they let people go,
Mhm.
right? And 900 of us were laid off. So people are seeking a side hustle online because nothing is guaranteed. The only
Mm.
thing is guaranteed right now is you betting on yourself. And that's having a side hustle online,
Mm.
digitally. All right. Good answer, Farah. Your ninth question is mindset really important in this business?
Absolutely. Mindset is everything. Without the right mindset, it's not just this business. I think anything in life, it's not going to work. So mindset is everything. The two people can have exact same opportunities, but if one person believes in themselves, stays disciplined, and keeps learning, usually go further. Whereas on the other hand, if someone just sits there, thinks that I'm going to binge watch Netflix and I'll just grow, it doesn't work like that.
Hmm.
You need to have the discipline, the right mindset, and like we said, sometimes your cooking goes wrong, but you still have to come back and keep cooking. So you have to keep with that
I
mindset that
love
even
that.
when
I
things
love you
go
using
wrong.
the techno that terminology
I
because
did say to you that I'll use it. It's so, I mean, it makes so much sense, that
yes, because
just
if
because your
you
cooking's gone wrong doesn't mean you're not going to cook and eat again. So
yeah,
you
because
have to have the
listen,
right mindset.
if you don't have the right mindset, and Farah used the cooking terminology, and you spoil, you burnt your food one time, that doesn't mean that you're not going to keep cooking. Because if God wanted us to starve, He'll put our belly at the back of us, but He put our belly in front of us, so we got to remember it all the time, right? So we have to keep cooking, no matter how bad of a cook you are, right? But coming
Yeah.
back to mindset, you know,
Mm.
before I started this business, I'd never, I didn't, I don't think I ever heard the word mindset before. We as Guyanese, Caribbean Indian Guyanese, we say we have two minds. My mind tell me to do this, and another mind tell me, one mind tell me to do this, and another mind tell me not to do this. We talk about it a different way, but it's all boils down to mindset.
Mm.
Like what you think, what you believe, what you put yourself into, you know, that's what mindset is. Like for me, if you go to the doctor, you're sick as a dog and you go to the doctor doesn't do anything for you. He just sound your chest, breathe in, breathe out, open your eyes, mouth, whatever, whatever, right? Test your blood
Mm.
pressure. And he didn't even do anything internal or anything, but you're sick. He didn't do anything. You come home and you behave as if you're strong as ever. Why?
Mm.
Because in your mindset, you went to the doctor and the doctor is supposed to heal you. So you come back with that positive mindset as if you're healed. It's all about the mind.
Mm.
So people joining this business, and if they don't have a disciplined mindset, if they don't have an ambitious spirit, if they don't have the resilience and the grit, the stamina to go all the way to the end, they will fall short. They'll fall on the sideways. The race is not for the swift in this business, but the ones who stick it out to the end, right?
Mm.
So if you don't have a mindset, it'll be hard for you to do this business. So you have to have a positive mindset. Don't give up when the tough gets tougher or when the
Mm.
going gets tough.
Mm.
You have to have that mindset, strong mindset. And we've been sticking out for 2 years now. And but all of a sudden, I don't know, business is booming. So don't ever give up in anything in life. Don't ever give up, not even your marriage. All right.
Mm.
Your final question, Farah, and you've been awesome so far. What is the biggest mistake beginners make in this business?
That's overthinking everything, which, most of us do. We overthink things and then we quit too quickly. Many people expect instant results. That overnight thing, that I'm going to come into the business and I'll start earning X amount of dollars. A business is a business, and real success takes learning, patience, consistency, and personal growth. Again,
Mhm.
when we talk about learning, you have to invest in yourself, and having patience, because no business out there starts from day one and starts making profit, because you have all these things that you have to do, learning, getting it right. And especially if you're somebody that have never done any business, or if you're not tech savvy, that's why we have our business, our training platform, and we give you a business in a box, because everything's provided to you. But you just have to be consistent, you have to be patient with yourself and with the business, and grow yourself along the way. While you grow, invest in yourself, invest in your learning, your business will grow along the way. And a classic example is when you plant any seeds, they don't just start growing straight away. You have to water it, make sure the temperature is right, the sunlight is right. You have to look after it before your tree grows. And even for the fruits to come through, again, you have to look after it. So it's all about patience, not overthinking it, and not quitting. Just because you think, oh, it's not growing, it's not working, it give it some time. We've been here for just over 2 years now, and like Patricia said, her business is finally blooming. So yeah, it's time. It takes time. Stop overthinking it. Just stop thinking. Just start
Mhm.
doing.
Farah, you answered all your questions beautifully, and you did an awesome job. So, for folks out there who are watching, who are listening, and if these were your questions, you got all your answers. So you can watch this on a replay later, or ask us personally, reach out to us. So now is my time to be in the hot seat. Farah, take it away. Thank you for answering those questions.
Yes. Yes, not a
She said,
problem.
yes, yes.
Let's just hope, guys. I know that we've gone a bit longer this around our session, but stick around. These questions are important for everyone, and yeah, we'll get right into it. So, look, since Patricia did such a nice warm welcome for me, I'll do one for her as well. But this round, her technology is working fine, so hopefully she captures it all. So from me today, guys, ladies and gentlemen, everyone watching out there, tonight and this morning, I have the absolute honor to introduce you this incredible, phenomenal woman who is not only inspiring lives across the globe, but also proving that reintervention has no age limit and dreams do not expire. And we just talked about age limit. She's a mother, she's a mentor, she's an entrepreneur, an interviewer, and a powerful voice of encouragement to people who are looking for more in life. She's originally from Guyana and now based in New York. She spent years working tirelessly in traditional jobs, from banking to corporate America, before stepping boldly into the digital business world and creating a platform that empowers people globally. She is the founder of Patricia Digital Network, host of Chat with Pat, and a woman known for motivating others to stop surviving and start building a legacy. Now, her story, her passion, and her determination continue to inspire many people from all walks of life to believe that ordinary people can create extraordinary results. So please help me welcome the amazing, the unstoppable, the beautiful Patricia Peters, also my sister from another part of the world. Yes.
right.
Look,
Thank
I
you.
got
Thank you, Mara.
goosebumps. I got goosebumps doing introduction for you.
Thank you. Thank you. It's an honor. It's an honor to be a part of this show with you.
Yeah. It's look, it's been great having you as, a co-host or the host, and we doing this, bringing to everyone out there, trying to educate whatnot to ethnic women. It's a real privilege, and I love coming, at nights and for you early morning. And I'm sure you love waking up early in the morning just to see me on a Monday morning. That's the best way to start your week.
Yes.
But
Yes.
anywho, guys, let's get into our questions. So, just like Patricia, I have 10 sets of questions for Patricia as well. We'll try and keep it smooth and
Yes.
let it
Yes.
flow for you. So, Patricia, my first question to you is, what made you decide to start an online business? And I know you've talked about this before, but this is for anyone that's new in our business or in our on our platform. Let's hear it from you. Why did you decide to start an online business?
So I'll give you the short answer, but my story is very long. But because we're doing questions, short answers. After years of working hard, I realized that one unexpected financial situation could completely shake a family. I wanted more stability, flexibility, and another stream of income that could create long term opportunities, not just for me, but for my family and others I mentor.
Mm.
Yeah.
And absolutely, guys. Patricia's story is quite long. Follow her page. Go look for a video. She will tell you on another platform. But like Patricia said, everyone's got some sort of hardship, unexpected situations that arise. Just like her, I had similar situation as well. So we all have a reason, and that reason needs to stay as your foundation to start. Now, my question number two is: were you scared in the beginning?
I am scared right now, you questioning me. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Fear is normal anytime we step into something new. But I realize growth only happens when we move beyond comfort zones. I decided I would rather try than spend years wondering what could have happened. So yes, I was fearful. I'm fearful to talk to people. I'm fearful to be in a crowd. I'm fearful to do stuff on the internet. I'm fearful of everything in life. So fear, but now I learned that fear is just a word. Being in this business now, I learned that I treat fear as just a word. I add no verb to it, no action to it, because if I'm not fearful anymore, fear doesn't have any fear in me.
That's
So
true.
yes,
That's true.
fear is there, depends on how you apply it to your life or to this
Mm,
business. So I'm not fearful anymore.
mm.
Okay.
That's right. And like you said, when you learn, when you keep learning, then you've earned your place. Like when you
Mhm.
spell out the word learned, um,
Mhm.
or learn, if you remove the L, it becomes earn. So the more you
Yes,
learn, the more you earn.
right.
But yeah, and yeah, I was scared too, and still today, some days I still get scared, but it's good. Being scared is good.
Mhm.
All right. So my question three for you today is: what was the hardest part when you started?
Oh my God. Everything was hard for me because this whole platform is new. I don't have
Mm,
any degrees in business. I have no clue how to do business,
mm,
right? So learning new skills and believing in myself consistently, I had to learn to trust me. Many people think business is only about money,
mm,
but a big part of entrepreneurship is personal development and mental growth. Guys, the hardest part for me is to believe in myself because I didn't know I had so much power. I didn't know I had so much knowledge. I didn't know I can do all these things that I'm doing now. I had to find me first.
mm,
I had to learn who Patricia Peters really is. And in this business, I found my niche. I am a
mm.
wonderful, amazing woman who is very hardworking and ready to learn anything in life to make life better.
Absolutely. And to everyone that hasn't learned or known Patricia before, look, she's waking up at 3:30 in the morning to do our live at 4 a.m. And and if both Patricia and I look back 2 years ago, if someone came and said to us, "Do you know what Canva is?" We had no idea what Canva was. I had no idea. And look, still today, I know what it is. I use the basics. I still
Mhm.
don't know how to fully use it. I still hear people talking about how good they are. I'm still learning. I still find it hard. But the whole point is we both did not know a lot of the things we know today. We didn't know how to work this StreamYard platform or to even have, something like this, or that we can connect with people other than just Facebook Messenger. So everything is hard, but it's all about learning. So no,
Farah, I'll add to
that's
that
a good
Canva
point.
story.
Yeah.
When I started with the Canva, I had to do my Facebook cover picture on
Yeah.
Canva, and the training is there, but I had no clue what is Canva. I had no idea. And it is there, and it's telling you what to do. But if you don't know, you don't know. I started to cry.
And
and
it doesn't matter if you know how to read and write English, because even when I followed the instructions, I could not get it. I questioned myself that how dumb could I be that I cannot understand. I've read things online, but I still don't get it, So it happens to many of us.
yes, and then I end up making over 500 Canva posts.
And and 2 years later, look at you now.
Yeah, like a pro, right?
That's right. So yeah, so everything that either one of us, not just us, we've got 800,000 people in our global business, and we've all started somewhere, and we've all started somewhere where we thought we were crazy, we were scared, we found everything hard, but it's the hard that makes you get through everything that you go through, and all feels worth it, and you most importantly, you're doing it for yourself and your family.
Mhm.
So keep pushing it. And hard is good.
Yep.
Hard will keep you going. But no, thank you. All right.
Yeah.
So that was your question 3. So question 4. Why do you enjoy mentoring people? Oh gosh, I know this, but
Oh
I'll
my
let
God.
you answer.
You know this about me? Oh my goodness. When I started this business, I thought that, okay, I'll have someone mentoring me step by step. Every day they will come and they'll call me and they'll say, okay, do this next, do that next. This is how you do it. No, but they guide me. They didn't show me anything. They just guide me. And that's their job, right? But me as a mentor now, I have people under me. I teach them baby steps, like little child. Like I teach people like step by step. I want them to know everything that I didn't have the opportunity to learn. So I love to teach people. I was a teacher, I was a trainer. And if you don't get it from me, you can't get it from anybody else. If you don't understand it the way I teach you, because I will go to the nitty gritty ins of this business and I'll teach you every single thing because I know what it feels like to need guidance. Sometimes one conversation, one mentor, or one opportunity can completely change someone's confidence and direction in life. So I love to teach. My mentors are so happy. I even make posters for them to post out. My mentees, in fact, yes. So I love to teach people, Farah. And when you love what you do in this business, because I've been there, right?
Mm.
I want people not to suffer the way I suffer when I started. I want them to have a smooth path so they can focus on their business rather than
Mm.
stressing out how to do things, right? So that's my take on that.
Well, from the Patricia I've gotten to know, in the last couple of years, and look, in the nicest way possible. If Even if you don't ask Patricia to teach you or help you out, she will volunteer herself and she will teach the whole world if she had a way. But I've got to say that the way she does teach, it's you need people to teach you like this, where you understand. You need examples, just like our cooking example, which I will forever use now. But I think some people are born with certain skills, and Patricia does love making, conversations. And my God, if you're somebody that ever get to meet with her personally at a personal level, and if you go out, she's like one of those kids you can never take out. Age does not matter. And me and her daughter, we will tell you that she's somebody that you don't want to take out because she's worse than a little kid in an adult's body. Um, so yeah, she just loves talking, loves helping, which I absolutely appreciate. And I'm very grateful that I've come across you and I've got to meet you. So I'm very, very grateful, and I think I'm blessed to have you in my life. Some of these laughs we have, it's priceless. Well, moving along. Um, so what would you say to someone who feels stuck financially?
This is a tough one.
Mm,
What would I say? Because I've been there. I've been in this boat.
mm,
I've sailed this ship, you know.
mm,
I would say do not give up on yourself. Many
mm,
people are struggling silently right now. Start learning new skills. Stay open minded. And remember that one decision can change your future. That's a short way of explaining or answering that question. But if I have to go in
mm,
details, I'll tell you the ins and outs, how you do this stuff,
mm,
how you can
mm,
get by, and all that stuff. But guys, we all go through this phase in life where we're stuck
mm,
financially, right?
mm,
But
mm,
if you stay where you are, nothing is going to happen.
mm.
So you
Okay.
you need to make a change. You need to have a plan. You need to make a decision. And there are so many opportunities out there. This
Mm,
one, personally, is great for you to start. So
mm,
take a chance with us and
mm,
let's get you unstuck financially. All right?
mm. Absolutely. And like you said, the biggest thing is to have an open mind.
Mhm.
It's all about trusting yourself. That mindset goes a long way. Or get you through anything, ups and downs. And as you grow, you will forever have to, work on your mindset. Yeah. So thank you. That's a great example that you've just used.
Mhm.
Um, And number 16 for me is online business about making money?
If I should answer that as a human being, we all do stuff for money, right? Like a real human being. We do everything for money. We want money. We love money. We like money. We need money. We use money, right? But the answer is no. In this business, it is about growth, confidence, leadership, community, and becoming a stronger version of yourself. You might be looking at me like, what is she talking about? She's doing a business and she's talking about all these confidence and growth and leadership and community. Where's the money, right? Become a
Mm,
stronger version of yourself first. The money follows after. Income
mm,
is important, but transformation matters too. So when you come into this business, it's not all about money.
mm,
Have a mindset of your own, transformed it, nurture it, become somebody in this business, be a part of the community, build your confidence, build your growth, and then the money follows. There will always be money in this business, but
mm.
first you have to know how to make the money, right? Good.
Absolutely, absolutely. And look, we all come into this business for that same reason, to make money. But I think, after everyone that's been in this business, then we realize that this business is so much more, so much more, so much more than just money. Everything else that comes with the money side of things. But money's nice. Everyone wants money. But if you were to remove money tomorrow, what is it that you really, really need in your life? You want to be present. You want to be there for people to remember you. You want to leave a legacy. You want people to, like for instance, Patricia, even though she lives in New York, she sits in New York. A lot of people know her all the way in New Zealand and Australia because of her teaching, her skills. So that's what we want. And I've got little somebody with me who's sick, who should be in bed, but he's decided he's going to come out of bed.
Hi, Ryan.
Hi,
Welcome
say
to
hi.
Global Voices.
Everyone's going to see you today. Anyway, so and this is one of the things, online business is not about making money. It's about flexibility, that you can do it around your family, your kids, be present. So for me, number 7, my seventh question is, why do so many people quit too early?
There is a saying, don't quit before it clicks. Don't quit before it click. And too many people quit this business because they don't have patience. They don't have the resilience. They don't have the stamina. They don't have the courage. They want fast money. In this business, I advise you to be a farmer, not a hunter. A hunter is great. You go, you kill a deer, you kill a bear, whatever you kill. You come home and you have meat for a while. But if you're a farmer, you go through the process. You like she mentioned before, you soak your seeds, you plant them, you let them germinate, you water them, you give them, nurture them, give them care. So because they underestimate the learning process in this business, they're not farmers. They underestimate the learning process. Most successful people did not become successful overnight. People often quit during the uncomfortable stage before the breakthrough happens. Even though you get into this business, it'll be uncomfortable. When I started this business, I was so uncomfortable. I didn't know what to do, how to do, when to do, whatever. Do you know how many times I wanted to quit? But I didn't, because I know the potential of this business. I know the end result of this business. And I know, because I want to leave a legacy for my family. So that is why I stick it out. Right? Good.
Absolutely. Yeah. Look, speaking of quit, I've wanted to quit as well. The easiest thing anyone can ever do in their life
It's
is
quit.
quit.
Mm-hmm.
The easiest thing to do. But I kept going. My main reason was my son. I want to leave a legacy for him. And I'm also along the way teaching him that quitting is not an option. It's all about starting what you've started, carry on doing what you do, and be good at it. And we are teaching him that life is about not working 9 to 5. It's about building a business and enjoying your life. So he's done, or in his first 5 years of his life, he's been to way more countries, more than 5 countries, and he's only 5. So I want him to, when he gets to my age, he needs to know that you've worked so differently in a smarter way, and you actually living your life. But the only way you can do that is by not quitting, because we've all got dreams, we've all got goals. So we have to keep at it, and breakthrough will eventually happen. Universe will eventually get so tired of you trying that it'll just give it to you. So you keep trying, you keep trying.
I know. Yeah.
So my question number 8 to you, Patricia, is, what advice would you give beginners tonight?
This is a very important question. I love this question because I wish people asked me this question when I started. Do your research, ask questions, learn before you judge, and never let fear make permanent decisions for your future. Don't get carried away. Don't get sidetracked. Be disciplined. Be focused. Stay in your lane. When I started this business, I was in the dream team. And in the dream team, everybody posts how much money they're making. So when I see all the big figures, I wanted to make money right away. I didn't even set up my business yet, but I want to make money because my mindset was all corrupted. I came in this business for money, money, money. But there is a process. Everything has a process. So don't get carried away. Do your training. Don't rush it. Take your time. Write down all your questions for your mentors and your coaches, and do your due diligence and learn this business. Because once you finish your training, that's you planting the seed into the ground. Your harvest is after that. All right? There you go.
Absolutely. Um, Yeah, so research, ask questions, learn. And once again, don't give up. Keep
Mhm.
asking, keep asking. That's a great advice. I absolutely love it, Patricia.
Mhm.
And what keeps you motivated during your difficult moments? This is quite good. I think this question is something that anyone can apply any time of in their lives. So, you've got a whole lot of experience um,
Mhm.
from your life in your life with kids, family, marriage, whatnot, business. So, what's
Mhm.
what's your advice, or how do you keep yourself motivated during difficult moments?
We all go through tough times in life, difficult times in life, and how do we stay motivated? You know, Personally, as a human being, I don't get angry that easily. It takes me a lot of stuff to get angry, but I don't get angry or unmotivated. I smile all the time. I'm a happy human being, genuinely a happy human being. So remembering why I started, that's my goal, right? Why I started this business, my family, my future, the people I want to help, and the vision I have for my life keep me moving even during stressful seasons. Because if I give up as a mother, what example am I setting for my children? I can never
Absolutely.
give up in life. I can never give up on anything I do. I have to keep going because that's who I am. I run the race to the end.
Mm.
And I sometimes put on music. If I feel like I wake up this morning and I'm feeling a little laggy, a little, on the calmer side, I put on some music in the house. I love music. Music motivates me. Music works wonders for me. So,
And food.
and food, cooking and food, food. Yes. When there's food and there's music in the house, I'm a happy human being.
Mm. And honestly, for when Patricia says she doesn't get angry, she doesn't. There's been situations where I've been angry for her, and I wonder why she's not angry. So I've been angry for her, but she doesn't. There's not much that I've not seen her angry or any situations. Like, we'll talk about it, but you generally just stay neutral and then you just laugh it off. Like,
Yes,
I
yes.
wish I was like you. I wish I had that skill.
I think that's one of the traits I took from my dad. My dad is never an angry man. If anyone insults him, he'll laugh it off, and he doesn't pay attention. He just ignores it because he's a happy human being and he doesn't want anyone to steal his joy.
Nice. That's
Hmm.
a really good thing to live by.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so lastly, but one of the most important questions we have today is, what is your message to people watching Global Voices tonight?
Wow, this is the big one. You leave the big one for last, right? Hmm. So Global Voices has been birthed a few months ago, and it came into fruition because two people make a decision, right? And I chose Farah personally because she has the same background as me. Her ancestors are from India. My ancestors are from India. They moved to Fiji. My ancestors moved to Guyana. She was married and living in New Zealand, and I came to America. She's Indian. I'm Indian. And she lives at the end of the world. I'm in the center of the world. So I think this was so unique, right? But that was that part. Your current situation does not have to define your future. New beginnings are possible at any age, in any season of life. Stay open to learning, stay hopeful, and believe that your next chapter can be greater than your last. So, my I give you an example why I chose this Global Voices. We as human beings, just like a tree, right? Life grows in two directions. She is in the end of the world, I'm in the center of the world, right? So just like a tree
Yeah.
grows downwards into the earth before it can fully rise toward the sky. The deeper the roots, the stronger the growth above the ground. What people see is the beauty above the surface, the branches, the leaves, the height. But when they don't, what they don't see is the struggle under the ground, the pressure, the stretching, the unseen growth. Because how the trees grow above, they grow under as well. Your roots are your pain, your lessons, your sacrifices, your late nights, your tears, your faith, your preparation. And the same way you grow above the ground, you must grow below it too. Because anything that rises without deep roots will eventually fall. And I think Global Voices has deep roots. So don't despise the hidden season of your life. God may be growing your roots before he grows your branches. So stay grounded, stay faithful. Your season to rise is coming. Whatever you're going through in life, your season to rise is coming, just like a tree. But the big question for my audience tonight and for you, Farah, is what are you going to do before your season arrives? Are you willing to take that bold leap of faith? That one step, that one decision to change your life so that your roots don't continue to struggle under the ground, but to bear fruits above the ground. Are you willing to take that one leap with us tonight or this morning? That's my answer to that question, Farah.
Absolutely. That was so powerful. And, to strengthen those roots, every decision that we make every single day, it adds to it. And then that roots also define the little people in our lives as well, so very, very, very powerful. All right, so this brings us to our end of our
tonight,
Global Voices.
Tonight was not just about convincing anyone, it's about educating, inspiring, and helping people think differently about possibilities. Continue, Farah.
And sometimes, yes, the risks might be big. The biggest risk is staying where you are while hoping life will change on its own for you. And like I always say, if nothing changes, nothing changes. So you have to change.
That's right.
Something. Take that risk. Take that leap of faith and see what happens. And that comes to an end. So thank you, everyone,
for joining Global
Voices.
Oh my God, we spent an hour today,
Farah. This right. We always want to
say it together. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. 1 to go on 3, right? 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
Thank you for
joining Global Voices.
We will have to practice on this another day. But no, thank you everyone for watching. We'll be back again next week. In the meantime, make contact with us. We've got our websites on our pages here on our bio. We don't have a website. And we will get back to you. If you have any other questions, please do ask. Like we said, keep learning, keep asking questions, and would love to help you. But in the meantime, everyone have a lovely, lovely night and good morning to
Happy
everyone.
Morning to everyone in New York. Yeah.
Yes, and have a blessed week. It's a Monday morning for you guys, so have a blessed day. And I hope everyone had a lovely Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to everyone.
Happy Mother's Day to you, Farah. Sorry, forgot about that.
All right, so that's us from today. Unless if you have something else, Patricia, you want to add?
No, tune in, guys, next week again, and 4 a.m. in the morning, Monday morning, and 8 p.m. Kiwi time, and let's have Global Voices. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, beautiful souls, for joining us tonight on Global Voices. Your presence means the world to us. Two women bridging continents, cultures, and communities with one shared vision: abundance, family, and legacy. This is just the beginning of something fresh and transformative. Stay connected, stay inspired, and keep walking with us as we build freedom and purpose together. From our hearts to yours, thank you for being part of the Global Voices movement.